Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as Morocco. So as usual, I checked the situation before I started recording and I've decided to first get some extra archaeologists in our capital before we get that railway station. There are still some sites that I would like to get. We have one to the south, then we have one to the north. We should be able to get this one. And I think there are some more. Just need to end the war with Darius, because until that's over, these two sides are really not safe. This is one thing. Another thing, before I forget, I want to queue up a customs house in Tangier. That's the decision in the end, because I may have to send some trade routes from this city. And if I do, I want to get the bonus tourism when the trade route is finished. So let's get this one, and well, it gives culture, so it's not like it's not getting or giving us anything else. So that's another thing, and also one more thing I wanted to show you guys. We somehow are second tech-wise. I have no idea how we managed to get the second place, and somehow we are happiest Civ with 37 happiness, which is not that much. So this looks quite good. And Indonesia is getting ahead. So I think culture victory is less and less likely when we look at the Netherlands. But we might be able to pull off the science victory in the end. We team up, or the plan will be for science victory. Team up with Indonesia, shut down both Pakal and Netherlands. Most importantly, Pakal, because he's ahead tech-wise, so we need to slow him down. And Indonesia should be able to stay ahead of William's tourism. So hopefully he won't be able to get the culture victory, and we just push the science as much as possible. Although I'd still like to get the culture victory, at least try that, because if I don't get it here, it will be very difficult getting it in the future. I read the changes for the next Vox Populi patch during the weekend, and there are quite a few that like look minor, but when you add all of those changes together, the game will be so different, and the culture victory will be so much more difficult. So let's try the culture victory, but it definitely is not the only option, and at this point, even not the like most likely option. But we'll see. I even have like plan C. If either doesn't work, I will just try to go for a domination, which may sound unlikely, but when you go science victory and for some reason can't pull that off, or not for some reason, if you can't pull that off because someone is getting too much culture, you are usually ahead of everyone science-wise. You are trying to get the science victory after all, which means your military is probably ahead. So we actually might be able to pull off the domination victory thanks to the attempt to go for science. But we'll see about all that. Let's just start playing. So what do you want to do now? You want to get to the next era today, and we probably want to get some extra units now when we have plan C. Also, Singapore, how does it look like here? 36 influence. Can we just buy an envoy? That's 40 gold. I have to remember and do that next turn. Send that envoy north, and here 134. I'd really like to denounce Persia, then we should be able to flip Prague back quite easily, but first we have to end the war. Okay. I think if I remember correctly, we have a Pathfinder here, but he can't really do that much. I don't think that William is gonna make the mistake to send trade routes here again. At this point, I just sent him down home, to be honest. He has a medic. Yeah. Don't see any more trade routes. I really don't want to go to Pakal again, at least not yet. That 460 modifier is pretty scary, and I don't want to end up fighting Pakal. So let's not provoke him anymore. Okay, fine. Let's end the turn. You want archaeology still. Well, I'm not giving you archaeology. I think we have open borders, and I don't want you to send archaeologists to my territory, at least not yet. Panama declared war. Where is Panama? I have no idea. Okay. My rep treasury in Marrakesh. Well, there's probably no point talking to them. Can try. Well, actually, this could provoke him to declare war. I think he's pretty close to declaring anyway, so let's not provoke him anymore. Here's the Wheel of the King Day, and Sanction Netherlands failed. That is unfortunate. Come on, we need to sanction them. Protestantism didn't work, and scholars and residence passes. Yep, can't do anything about that. But the World Congress really is not going the way where I'd like it to be. Okay, what about Fez? How long would it take to get a merchant if I worked everything? I just unlocked these, and well, actually we have only 2 merchant slots. Where can we get another merchant slot? From a bank. How much money do we have? Okay, we want the bank anyway, so let's build it. 1, 2, 3. I will lock scientist slots back for now. But once we get the bank, I'll try to lock the merchant slot. And we try to get the merchant so that we can reset the luxuries in our cities if we need that. It will take a while to get the merchant, so I want to be ready like once we have run out of circuses, basically. Casablanca, what do you want to get in Casablanca? We are 1 turn away from modern era, so we can start working on that circus. Wait, was I just seeing things? Oh, we have 2 cities that can still build something. Poverty is a problem. What do you do about poverty? Not much. Probably museum. Kinda sucks that I can't pay for it. 20 turns is a long time, but we want the culture. And this is the circus that I wanted. Okay, what about you? Can run up, give me a mine. We will build a farm so that these 2 get adjacency bonus. And what was I doing with this general? I wanted to send the general to secure some territory. I could even pop him here and really be a jerk. Heal all of this. And actually that would that do? I was trying to figure out a way how to secure all 3 tiles with one general, but I probably won't be able to do that. I would have to pop him like here. And then still wouldn't work. Okay, fine. Let's try. Let's try to get the citadel on this tile. It will be difficult, but I will try. Okay, how are we doing? I think we can end the turn. I'll be researching, by the way. This way. And no, there's nothing important except maybe Arsenal. Arsenal in our capital and in I think a Rabat. Rabat. Yeah, in Rabat, the +1 range would be nice. Getting to mercenaries would be nice as well. Still not sure which come on, how is it called? Words. Which ideology I will go for. Oh, war, no. And gonna be another artifact. Let's actually check our tourism. Try to optimize. Okay, we managed to get a little bit more. Next. Cannon shouldn't have indirect fire, right? So I don't have to worry. Now, caravans. At some point, I will have to switch from caravans to cargo ships, but I don't think it's time for that yet. Still want to grow a little bit more. Could get to like size 20, that would be okay, I think. 13 turns, yeah, that's much better than 99. Now, let's get the Enlightenment. Present science, growth, and goal in cities during the of the King Day. Working on that. I think I made a mistake with that caravan. If I waited, first got the tech and modern era, I would have gotten a little bit more food. Of Liberty needs freedom. Another spy. What do we want to do with another spy? Probably move him to Marrakesh now when we are getting ahead tech-wise, ahead of basically everyone except Pakal. We could be an interesting target for the AIs. Let's try to defend our capital at least a bit. Now, how are we doing here? 36 turns to grow. It's quite bad. This is the best option for now. Thinking about just getting one more great engineer. How long is it gonna take to get one? Yeah, we'll never get another one the normal way. I was thinking getting or buying one, sending him south. Just get another manufacturer probably here. I'm trying to find a mountain, or mountain, not mountain, a hill for the manufacturer, but it's not here. Is this grassland? No, that's plains. Okay, let's do that. Can I buy him here? We are done with the railroad. And I said I wanted to buy the envoy. Of course, I forgot to do that. Is it a bad idea moving forward? To survive one turn, I should be able to do that, and the general can move and be fine. Maybe try to send some support forward. Oh, Tangier is actually gonna grow in 36 turns without the trade route. That is interesting. Ah. This just means it's gonna grow that much faster with the caravan, and I really need my cities to get at least size 20 as soon as possible. Oh, what's going on up here? Why are you at war? There's our golden age. One thing at a time. So tempting. Oh, you have defensive pact with Persia. Or with Indonesia. I have to worry about them too much. I think will probably be our enemy in the long run. Let's get some gold from them. Let's save. Sends the buckle. Listen. I'm willing to trade you. Well, not trade you, just sell you my incense. How much would that be? We get 8? Probably not. Oh, acceptable. Okay, great. And we lost some gold per turn from Indonesia, but I have no idea why. How many tags does he have? 45, we have 47. I could trade him like metallurgy, that tag really is not worth that much. And that would be 50-ish gold per turn. Still acceptable? Would you accept 52? It's probably too much. Yeah, let's do it. Let's try to become really friendly with him. Can I just do something? I want to buy luxuries from him. I'm hoping that our cities will ask for some of the luxuries that he offers. Mongolia forced the city-state surrender. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I didn't notice which city-state that was, but most city-states right now are controlled by Netherlands, so it's more likely they just stole a vote from Netherlands. And someone wants our religion, which is not gonna happen. And with all that money that we have, speed up that museum. Can't pay for the circus anymore. I'm just afraid that in the response, Darius will send the great general and pop him here. We're gonna lose the horses. This is so rude. Fortify. Well, it's not safe, but we can stay there for one more turn. Archaeologist can go south. Let's try to get that peace as soon as possible. I need this war to end. Back. This still should be safe. Oh, and we don't have all the upgrades. And one more for this crossbowman next turn. Okay, go. "17 turns to get another social policy. That's not bad. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Chill. And I wanted to ask Indonesia to just stop attacking the city-state. Damn it. So let's start with that before I forget again. What do you think about making peace? 3 gold per turn. That is very reasonable. Our ally is saved. Not gonna like this, but I kind of want the city-state back. Okay, what do we want next? Strongly considering the seaport. Probably better to get the windmill first, to get the bonus to building production. Let's move the frigate. Probably the best way how to make sure this is safe. Move back. How are we doing here? Should be fine. I think I'll play it real safe, move back. If they want to fight me, they'll have to come all the way to the city. This kinda sucks though, but this is the only safe move. Actually, that probably was a mistake. I could have gotten the kill on the cannon. Never mind. 45, 45. No, about our archaeologist. Let's get ready here. That's as far as I'm willing to go for now. Don't like this Dutch envoy. Okay. Help with this. Fortify. Go. Somehow we have almost 150 tourism now. Let's see. More we can. And keep going. Ideology adopted. Netherlands adopted autocracy. That's interesting. I really expected them to get freedom. Okay. Interesting. Denounced by Japan, denounced by Netherlands. Defensive pact with Indonesia. Okay, we don't want to get any negative modifiers with Assyria. Let's ignore their trade routes. Okay. The upgrade finally. Why are we starving? This is why we are starving. I think I can afford to do this. Oh, the Cuirassier is in range of 2 units next turn, but I'm pretty sure the Fusilier will retreat, so it should be fine. And I want to end this war. Yet. Okay, there's the culture. And finally, Rabat is reset. Just flip that city. Wait 2 more turns. Okay, we have the bank. And next, we want the circus. Reset the city as well. In this case, I want the hospital. It's +5 food. And 5% of the food is converted into science. Anything else? So it's either that or a train station first. I think the train station might be a bit more important. Let's get the production first. Okay, 44. Now. Oh, how long is it gonna take to get the scientist? 71 turns. It's a long time. Let's see about the merchant. 1, 2, 3. 23 isn't bad. I think we can wait for that. Then we'll switch back to science again. I want to have that city reset available. And how does it look like pearls? Come on, dude. Now, when we have enlightenment, might be worth doing. How much is this? 23 probably. Can we get it for 22? No. A lot of money. But we need the growth. I can't reset the city because it already has the circus. Actually, you should probably wait here. Darius has declared on Pakal. Ho ho ho! Why would you do that, Dar? Very well. And why would Mongolia declare on me? Defensive pact with Persia and the Maya. So here's defensive pact. Persia, who just declared on the Maya. That's interesting. And 43 tax. Honestly, I don't think it will be a big problem, but I think pillaging those caravans was a mistake. I'd like to become friend of Syria if possible. We be friends, Assyria. No. And what about... How many modifiers do we have? This could work. Or not. I tried you establish between Fez and... Come on. Yeah, this will be a problem because now I can't send trade routes safely anywhere. What the hell is this Fusilier doing here? Okay, it's more and more important. End this war. Come on, dude. These are all the trades with Mongolia. I think we're selling some X to him, so we lost quite a lot of gold per turn, if I remember correctly. Oh well, it's always the risk when you are selling tax for gold per turn. And it's the Maya again brokering war against us. Okay. It looks like the Maya is creating almost an alliance against us. Decent, growing in 13 turns. You get the scientist in 34. How long would it take to get a diplomat? 21. May want to get one more diplomat. I don't see an embassy inside the territory here, and if you have noticed, we have failed multiple times by just one vote with proposals in the World Congress. So one diplomat could actually be a noticeable difference in the development of the world's politics. So let's try to get it. I think they want to move away these two guys. Okay, go. Yes, please. This is so important that we get this declaration. Tacticians from Prague want you to capture Susa. Nope, not happening. 2 cities converted in 1 turn. Oh no, it's just 1 city. Oh, I'll just convert it back. Now the question is, with our faith income, is it even worth it? Let's check the religion. World religions. Actually, beliefs, that's what I want. And let's check Hinduism. Is it Hinduism? Yeah, it is Hinduism. What do you have? That is interesting. Could switch from our culture-based religion to science-based religion. Was one culture per worked plane, a grassland? That won't give us much. Profits are stronger and cost less. Whoa. Could just get profits of this faith and get some holy sites. Faith in the capital. Okay, that's nothing for us. Oh, it was a kill. Nice. But what was I trying to do? I was trying to check. You just have 1 city of this religion and use it to buy profits. I want the culture. For now, I still want the culture. One of our weaknesses in this game, the culture. I mean culture, the faith. Wait. Do I want to attack? Probably can't afford to attack. I just want to force that Fusilier out of my territory. And another archaeologist. Managed to steal archaeological site from Darius. Let's get ready to dig it up. Fortify. Fortify. Okay, go. Your French reinforced up. Oh, that is great. Oh man, if we could get that pact. Peace treaty, yes, please. But if we could get the friendship with Assyria now somehow. Want to give me dot? Okay, I'll accept. It's free, so I will take it. And create like a pact. Indonesia, Assyria, and us. And then convince our friends to focus their attention on William and Pakal, and we would just like stay behind and pull the strings, try to avoid attention. That would be great. How much are you offering? Not enough. There. Well, now, what do they want, by the way? Capture a city, that's not gonna happen. Announce them. What's the reward? Great general points. Oh, we could use great general points. They are at war with the Maya. Denounced by Indonesia. Okay, that is a modifier for us. Publicly denounce. Sure, you want to publicly denounce? Yes, I am sure. And now we try to get embassy. Open borders ended. Oh, I want my open borders back. The other way around. I want to buy it from him. Don't want to give him open borders because that would just make it easier for him to start flipping our cities. Now we have the windmill. So what's gonna be next? Are we ready for a musicians guild now? Gonna grow in 4 terrains. I'll try to catch this caravel. If I can't, I'll just get an escort for the Pathfinder. Oh, and by the way, I think someone was asking in comments if I can use my ships to plunder plunder cargo ships. I can do that, but I would be risking a lot more valuable unit than a Pathfinder if I send the frigate away. I could be surprised in like behind enemy lines with some declaration of war, and I really don't want to risk my ship. Wait. And now all of these guys are finally free. Their job. 1, 2, 3, go for it. Excuse me. We doing happiness wise? Probably get the seaport here, but it's 25 turns. I'll try to remember and buy some production next turn. Let's get the guild, and after the guild, get the opera house. I'll pay for the opera house. 45. And keep going. I want coal. Nope, I want to keep my coal. I think it should be safe now. Next turn we will get the escort. You'll probably lose the academy. That is unfortunate. Oh, and another city converted. Oh, come on. This actually could be just pressure flipping our cities. Yeah. This had to happen at some point. Fine.
Baguio. Babarlo. Rahay.
Probably gonna be... I wanted to say this is probably gonna be the train station, but... Now, is this worth it? 5% of the city's food is converted into cyan. It's like 3.5 cyans per turn. It's not too amazing, and 5 food per turn also is not that amazing. I mean, it would be nice to have it, but not from a building that takes 25 turns to build and cost 8 gold per turn. Culture from world wonders, natural wonders, and improvements. I probably should start building hotels everywhere right now. Then we have zoos that don't give us much. Okay, let's get those hotels. Don't boost food, they don't boost production, but I have to get them at some point. I'll queue this one up as well. Fast enough. Get open borders. I won't be getting this antiquity site.
And two.
No, it's not gonna happen. Able to get this antiquity site though. It's still there. I think if it wasn't there, we wouldn't see it. Go. Wait. And next. Where is the last one? Should be one more archaeologist heading for this side. Oh, he's here, I think. What do you want? Don't like me denouncing Persia. Okay. Sucks. But he has like 2 cities on the map, so it shouldn't be a problem. This is not saying too much, except that William has a lot of money, which is not a surprise. Industrialization, engineers, extra production. Well, we are working like 3 engineers. Laborers, Palace of Westminster, that we can't get. But it gives us another building that we may want to get. +1 production for 4 citizens. They're so far behind production-wise in our secondary cities, especially. I can't do anything about that. Oh, how did we get another archaeologist this quickly? Should be safe. I don't see any ships in the area. We can finally get rid of this guy. Fix that academy as soon as possible. Okay, research. The rifling would give us fusiliers, but we don't have the money to upgrade them right now, and we don't want to get dynamite. We want to delay dynamite for as long as possible, because that will cancel the effect of Great Wall. We can't get the Eiffel Tower anymore, so the main reason to rush dynamite is gone. Means basically research everything that doesn't require dynamite. We go penicillin, then we go military science. I said, then we go military science. Then we'll see. Then we could go all the way ecology or atomic theory. Okay. Okay, I was still missing money. And I think I'll make a cut here, and I'll have to check the situation again. Also, I probably should check how many antiquity sites we still can get and plan the production in our capital accordingly. How much science do we need to get another engineer? Way too much. But we might be able to get Empire State Building even without the great engineer. Let's check the demographics before we leave. Okay, that looks interesting. 51 text for the Maya. 48 tax for us. I know that I'm missing trade route, but it's not safe right now. Although I could just try buy it here and maybe send it to Indonesia. It's not a bad idea. Because we want as many unique partners as possible, right? But one thing I wanted to show you guys before we end this episode, I wanted to show you the influence by player, or maybe first we can check culture victory so that you can see the tourism output. We are second behind Netherlands, but the problem is when we check influence by player, 157,000 culture for Netherlands, we have 18,000 tourism with them. This actually shouldn't be such a big problem. We should be able to flip Maya because they're not focusing on culture that much. And Indonesia, 163, yeah, even more, but we have 30,000 with them. So this is why I think it might be a problem for us to get the culture victory. I don't know how we're gonna get enough tourism to get ahead of Netherlands. And when we check, first probably Indonesia. Actually not such a big problem. They seem to go or maybe like a domination victory, something like that. They're not doing anything specific yet. But when we check Netherlands, they're just going nuts. 77. Problem is, in this game, I won't be the one like holding the culture lead because we are so small, so our overall culture production is not that amazing, even though like it's pretty good when it comes to getting social policies. We are small, so we don't need that much culture. When it comes to the culture race, all that matters is like the absolute number that you are producing, and we can't compete with people who have 3 times as many cities as we have. This is something that should be probably reworked so that the culture versus tourism that I'm talking about right now wouldn't be just strictly based on the amount of cities. The more cities you have, the more culture you get, and the more difficult it is to flip you. It should be like some kind of modifier, how much culture you produce to compare it how many cities you have, and this number that you would get would then be applied here instead of the absolute amount of culture that you are getting. It would be a lot more fair that way. Here, when you are small, you can't really compete that well. But that's just the situation that I wanted you to see, guys. I didn't really want to complain, so let's just leave it here. And as usual, I hope that you like this episode. I hope that you're gonna join me for the next one again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.